Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to Common English Mistakes. Don't just learn, improve. So today we're going to look at a present perfect mistake I often hear involving negatives. This is with one specific use of the present perfect, which we will review, and then look at why it's a little bit more confusing when you use it in the negative. There's also another way to say this, which you can think of as a natural fixed phrase. This is quite useful because we often use it to convey or communicate specific feelings and emotions. So anyway, the mistake is up here. I don't see my friend for ages. Ages a very long time. So just pause the video and try to correct the sentence. And well done. If you said here, we need the present perfect, subject, have, V3 or past participle. So I haven't seen my friend for ages. So when something starts in the past and continues until now, it's going to be unfinished and you need the present perfect. 2 years ago, I moved here to Lisbon and I've lived in Lisbon for 2 years. Same for state verbs. When I was a kid, I met my best friend, and I've known my best friend since we were kids. Generally, I find students are okay with that. Like I said, where they find it a bit more confusing and make more mistakes is with negatives. Things happen in the past, but then continue not happening until the present. Again, this is unfinished, so we need to use present perfect. It is a little bit of a confusing concept. It might just be easier to think, say the last time something happened with past simple, and then say the duration until now with present perfect. So for example, 3 weeks ago, it rained and it hasn't rained for 3 weeks. Or one that's sad for a lot of English people like myself. In 1966, England won a World Cup, and they haven't won a World Cup for almost 60 years. Or going back to that original example, I saw my friend ages ago, and I haven't seen my friend for ages. So that's one way to say the duration between now and the last time something happened using the present perfect, but there is another way. You can use this phrase up here, again with the present perfect. It has been, plus the duration, since, plus the past simple for the action. So just pause the video and try to say the same sentences in a different way using that phrase. And well done. If you said it has been 3 weeks since it rained, or maybe since it last rained, it has been almost 60 years since England won a World Cup. It's pretty painful. And that original example, it has been ages, a very long time, since I last saw my friend. It's a useful thing to know if you're doing an exam like the Cambridge First or Cambridge Advanced, something they like testing in the use of English. As you can see here, the answer, it has been 10 years since my first visit to Rome. Here they've used just a thing in the past instead of the past simple. But it's also useful because it's a very natural phrase that people use every day, and often you can communicate how you are feeling, not just information. So for example, with that first phrase, it has been ages, often you're going to say it like, it's been ages, emphasizing that you think it's been a long time. Below ages is probably, it has been a long time. Below that, a sort of medium time, it has been a while. Then you can also use a period of time in the plural, again, emphasizing that it's quite a long time for that time period. So it's been weeks since it rained. relatively a long time. It's been months since I last saw my friends, or it's been decades since England won a World Cup. Again, I'm emphasizing that is a long time. And finally, there is it's been too long. Here, you're saying it's a long time, but you're communicating a sort of sense of regret. You might say to your friends, let's all meet next month. It's been too long since we were all together. You're showing that you're unhappy with that situation. Anyway, explanation over. Before we do a bit of practice, it has been a while since I hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'm very slowly getting to the next step, which is 2,000. If you want to help, make sure you like, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and share the video with others. Help this channel grow. It would be much appreciated. But now let's practice and improve. Just pause the video and complete these questions with a negative present perfect structure using the verbs up the top. And well done. If you said which sports team in your country haven't won a trophy competition for years, who haven't you heard from in a while, hear from, receive communication by phone, email, etc. Which city haven't you been to for a long time? Here, use been to for the past participle of go, because it's go and return. Then what technology haven't we, human beings, used for decades? And finally, how long has it been since you subscribed to this channel? If the answer is I haven't, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So now just pause the video and write an answer to one of those questions in the comments. Do make sure you do that, guys. Helps you, helps me. And the more you do it, I think the more other people will as well. Anyway, I hope that was useful for you and you're going to make fewer mistakes with that specific negative use of the present perfect. I'll see you for another video next week. So until next time, see ya.